The class chose, I think, the tallest one. I believe that might be why he won. This student has been a positive role model in this school, except for when he steals the principal's dog. He did. Who shows continued dedication towards education and going above and beyond. And one who made us laugh on numerous occasions. Please welcome Harrison Hertzberg. Chop chop, Harrison.
Thank you, Mary. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm kind of tall. Distinguished members of the board, astute teachers and academics, dedicated staff, director of the Panida Theatre, concerned fathers, teary mothers, out-of-town friends and family that endured the indignities of the TSA inspection to be here, to witness the graduation of our class into an uncertain future. We have been given tools by our teachers, as well as our parents, who deserve extraordinary credit. Our teachers being in the heat of battle every day, we've all witnessed it's not always easy. Sorry, Mr. As well as our family for having an external view and sometimes internal view of the journey that is education. A round of applause that would not have happened without you. As I personally wish to head into a world of entrepreneurship and invention, we all have our own dreams and aspirations. To cover a few of them, Don Blockhand wants to become a veterinarian, so if I can shoot a quick apology to all future animals. Will likely become the grumpiest car mechanic in the Northwest. Andrew Martin is a killer guitarist. Literally, he hasn't been caught yet. Jonah, who somehow already has his pilot's license. That's incredible. Congratulations, Jonah. Kylie Thomas, who is deserting us for college on the East Coast. Sawyer Seeley, who got a football scholarship. Sawyer, I lost roughly 80 pencils to you in Algebra 2. Can I get any of those back? That's a no. That's a no. Riley Chapin, who will likely become a marine biologist if he doesn't take over Sandpoint with his tank before then. He's a tank guy. Emily Stesbrook, who got a full ride scholarship to the University of Idaho. Round of applause for her and the other graduates. Each of us have a desire to navigate to our own personal promised land. As we are on course, we must remember that it is not the destination, it is the journey. If any of you run into any trouble on your journey, Mary's personal cell number is 208-755-1257. That's okay, right, Mary? I think I messed up. The position we are all in now is not a unique one. Children have been coming of age to find their way for as long as our grandparents can remember. And speaking of our elders, Forrest Bird, the namesake of our school, a great inventor and aviator, that was not always the case. At one time, Forrest Bird was a graduating 18-year-old high school student growing up in Stoughton, Massachusetts. Forrest Bird was not aware that he would revolutionize respiratory technology and make high-altitude flight infinitely safer. He was a kid who repaired jukeboxes for a living. He had no idea what he wanted to do. He started out about where we are. He didn't have any overriding advantages. He didn't have any fantastic grades or wealth of money. What he did have was a brain, as well as a tendency to apply it. There was no magic, just a guy who thought things through. Forrest Bird was a little guy, and I say that because he started from nothing, and through persistence, hard work, and thinking through issues until he found a solution, he made a relaxing and rewarding life for himself here in Idaho. The expansive estate, the plane and car collection, the presidential accommodations, and much more were not the mission for Forrest Bird. They were a side effect of creating positive change and following his wonder. We find ourselves in a difficult time for the little guy, and I don't just mean Christian. The little guy is the salon owner. The little guy is the cabinet maker. The little guy is the owner of a coffee stand. The little guy is a worker at his family clothing store. The little guy is a chef at his local organic restaurant. The little guy is the owner of a single theater. But as we speak, there is an extinction of the little guy. We are witness to the disappearance of downtowns, the dissipation of shopping malls, and the decline of the shopkeeper. As we sit in an independently owned, small-town theater in downtown Sandpoint, Idaho, we could exit this building and go into any one of these stores on Main Street to have a discussion with its owner. This may not be a reality for the next generation, us. The famous Cedar Street Bridge, which is already half empty. Super One, where it seems every kid in Sandpoint works. And Evans Brothers Coffee, which doubles as a homeless shelter for people like Kai who have an unhealthy coffee addiction and nowhere to go. Institutions like these may cease to exist when we return for a 30th or 40th high school reunion. This would be a problem for me because there would be nowhere to sell soap sticks and clever coasters. Actually, their absence might make for a better world. The fight to keep a small, quaint town like Sandpoint alive is not a unique one. All across the country, small towns are disappearing or rapidly expanding to become another large city. Pretty soon, Sandpoint may be a ghost town, or we'll have Uber. With the internet becoming the go-to way to buy things, sell things, meet people, become schooled, be entertained, and go places, this has changed like never before. We've all witnessed this digital revolution firsthand. We've also witnessed the addition of a Walmart in Ponderay that took a massive chunk of business away from our Sandpoint stores. More change. We've also witnessed the invasion of many fast food chains to the area that put local restaurants out of business. More change. The construction of the overpass took much of the traffic away from our small Sandpoint companies to the larger institutions in Ponderay. More change. My point is that change is happening now and happening fast, and Sandpoint is not an exception. As we are launched into the 21st century, the record time of fast-paced change in human history changes everywhere we look. Social change, political change, economic change, as well as environmental change. We enter an uncertain world like no generation before us. There's a point where we ask ourselves, is this the world we want to make? The future is unknown, and the great thing about the unknown is that it can be created. There is no instruction manual for the future. As we progress into a subsequent stage of life, nothing restricts us from becoming that agent of change rather than the subject of it. You've all worked very hard to be here today. Bon voyage. Let's graduate.